All right, everybody, to get everybody's attention. We get ready to get started. We got, everybody know who he is, Master Billy Blanks, the founder of Taibo, one of the greatest point fighters on the planet. He's here getting ready to get an awesome, fantastic workout. He don't like all that intro stuff, so he's just ready to get busy, turn the music on, and do what he do. Right, Master Billy?
Yeah, I'm going to teach you first.
Yes, sir.
Test 1, 2. Michael?
Mike's is on.
Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
Thank you.
Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
You're not staying in the room? Okay. Let's go. Okay. All right. I'll get that.
Hey guys, come in. Everybody come in real fast. If you're doing the class, go in and have a seat. I'm sorry about you guys. First of all, I just want to thank you guys for giving me an opportunity to come here and teach y'all a little bit more about Taibo. Do you guys know anything about Taibo? Sir? Yes, sir. Okay, tell me what you know. Do you know what it's all about? Most people see it. When you see it, most people think it's this thing under the cardio martial arts, right? But what I do, when I retired in 1992, I retired from fighting, point fighting. But sometimes most people, especially young kids, they don't really know that I was a point fighter. But one time I was one of the people who were in the top 10, one of the greatest fighters out there. But when I retired, I wanted to be able to take my martial arts skills and do something with it. Because I just didn't want my martial arts skills to be able to, I just didn't want to be able to teach in a dojo and anything else. Because I felt like I was put here on this earth more than just to teach martial arts, right? So I thought, also as a kid, growing up, I had a learning disorder. And I didn't know what a learning disorder was until I was 35 years old. And with that point of me growing up, they put me in special education. Being in special education, being a shy kid on top of it, it made me feel like I was a lost kid, right? Because people didn't know how to help me. And I knew, but people didn't know, And so at 35 years old, I got caught off guard, I decided to do one thing one day in front of some people, and when I did it, they actually told me, you read this the wrong way, right? So I looked at the sign, it was a karate sign, because it was a karate word, I felt like I could read this word, because I'm always doing karate. So I felt like I could step out and say this in front of the person, and the person would go, oh, Billy's pretty smart, right? But really, when I read the sign backwards. I left words out of the sign, so I found out at that time, at 35, I had dyslexia. And having dyslexia and being shy on top of it made me feel like I was in prison. When I went to my first martial arts studio, and I started learning in the youth center, when I first went there, first thing my instructor said to me, I'll bet you $5 you don't stick it out. With that was always told to me all my life. I bet you $5 you don't stick something out. Well, I said, okay, let's bet. I'll prove it to you and I will stick it out. And I'm 8th done in Taekwondo. I studied Taekwondo almost 49 years. I've been in martial arts for, and I still teach every day, still train every day, and I come up with the system Taibo. You guys understand what that word means? You know what that word means? You've seen it on TV, but have you ever, anybody know what the word means? Okay, how did I come up with that word? I took the word te from Taekwondo, and I took the word bo from boxing. Te in Korean represents leg. So females have problems with their legs, guys have problems with their weights. So I took weight from bo from boxing, and I created the word Taibo. Took each letter and made it an acronym. The letter T stands for total, letter A stands for awareness, letter E stands for excellent, letter B stands for body, letter O stands for obedience. So total awareness, excellent body, obedience. So when I taught Taibo, I did not teach Taibo for people to lose weight, because losing weight, you don't have to, I always tell people, do you have to work out to lose weight? No. So to me, weight loss wasn't the thing that I was trying to get across. I knew that as a kid growing up, I had a learning disorder. And because I had a learning disorder, martial arts gave me an opportunity to look at myself from the inside out instead of the outside in. Most people look at themselves from the outside out. Everybody say this real fast. And we're going to get up and work out, but I'll talk to you a little bit later at the end. But say this. I. Think about what you're saying. I think it's a powerful statement. I. Look. And act. Like my mind and will. That's a powerful statement. Most people don't realize that. Say it like this. I look and act. It's like my body. That's how most people are. That's definitely how most people are. That's why people don't really get to where they need to go to be the best they can be. And I would say, no, I look and act like my mind and will. It's my mind and will that caused me to get on the airplane to come here today. It wasn't my body that made me come here. It's my mind and will. So when I get in this room, what am I trying to exercise? It's not my body that I'm trying to exercise. And it's not my body that I need to get in shape. Because why? I look and act like my mind and will. My body will do anything my mind and will allow it to do. Y'all got that? Sure. So think about it. If your body will do anything that your mind and will allow it to do, then what takes control? Is there anything more powerful than your mind and will? Yes, it is. There's one thing that will take control. Fast. I always say, what is success greatest two enemies? I'm talking about success in physical fitness, success in life. If somebody was to ask you that question, like your son or your daughter walked in and say, Mom, Dad, what is success greatest two enemies? What would you say? Huh? Let me ask you this question. Chest 1, 2. Chest 1, 2. Can I ask you a question real fast? Do you believe you have that in your hand?
Yes, sir.
Guess what?
Sir.
Do you believe you have
Yes,
it?
I believe I have it in my hand, sir.
Okay. Do you believe you have that in your hand?
Yes, sir.
Guess what?
Yes, I believe I have it in my hand,
Good.
sir.
Do you believe you have that in your hand?
Yes, I do.
Give it to me. Y'all ask me that question. No. I know it's in my hand. What does belief got to do with this? Has nothing to do with this. Remember, belief is what kind of word? Think about this because most people do this, right? When you believe something, all you do, if somebody asks you a question, you believe it's in your hand, most people will do what? They will respond. But that doesn't mean I'm going to act. I'll respond to something. Do I believe I can be a football player? Yeah, I believe it. But where am I sitting? Right here in this chair. A lot of people believe, but they don't respond. When you know something, you do it. That's why I always tell people, do you believe you can get in shape? They go, yeah, I believe it. That's why you haven't got in shape. Because I know a lot of people believe it. They stand on the couch. But so there's a lot of things in physical fitness, guys. So when I'm teaching Taekwondo, I just don't teach a cardio exercise. To me, I got to teach my students and my clients really how to take control of life. Because when you walk out that door and you hit the door, 24/7, life is coming. And if you don't get your guard up, it will take your life. So I say, the same way you get in this room, you know how you gotta walk over there to that switch? There's electricity going through this room, right? Hello? Yes. What do I gotta do to get it to come on? I gotta flick a switch. So what do you think you gotta do inside your heart every morning you get up? Most people don't. Most people get up, they comb their hair, brush their teeth, put on good clothes, put on perfume, put all this stuff on, but they leave one other thing out. And I think the most important thing, if you don't flick your switch, you won't come on. And life will come at you 24/7, and it'll take everything you're trying to get. You know what I mean? Sir. So when you're ready to work out, think of this. You know, it's hard for most people to get their body in shape because most people don't see themselves, but they can see other people and say, hey, you need to do this, and you need to do this. But sometimes we become blind to where we look at ourselves and we miss ourselves. So I always tell people, don't do that. When you're in the room, open up your mind's eye and see you the way I would say it. Because I love God. So I don't tell people what to believe in. I tell you believe in what you want to believe in. But I say, I got a God that's much more bigger than what I am. And I know He is. So it gives me a power to do whatever I need to do to be the best I can be. No matter what it is. Whether it's karate, it could be loving my family, whatever it is. It gives me an opportunity to make a direction. So what is success greatest two enemies? And let me ask you this. Mind and will, school. Where did fear come from?
Insecurity.
Where?
Insecurity. Lack of faith.
Okay, think about this. Let me ask you this. Were you born with fear? Remember that. So where did fear come from? Where did doubt come from? There's two, let me say this. Fear comes from this. What you see, what you hear. A baby don't have fear until a baby fall down and bump his head. When the baby fall down and bump his head, the baby look at the mother, and the mother goes, and then the baby do what? Starts to cry. That's the first time the baby learns fear. It learns by reaction. Because if I put a baby up on that table, a baby will walk up that table 25 times because it has no fear, has no doubt. Doubt comes by what you see and what people say to you. Hey, I don't know why you're trying that. That's too hard. You never made that. All of a sudden, you start to believe what is in your mind, because there's thoughts, ideas, and suggestions that come to your mind, and then all of a sudden they act out in your physical being. Whatever you ask, because in a minute, right? I said the first 20 minutes of the workout is what? First 20 minutes of the workout is what? Help me out. First 20 minutes of the workout is physical. Anybody can do it. Why? They're physically fresh. All of a sudden, something goes like this. Hey, something knocks on the door to your will. And if it knocks on the door to your will, it's behind that door, you're going to make a decision. Quit, give up, stop, too hard, I never been made. So what I'm saying to you guys today, all I'm saying, I'm going to probably tap into a lot of that today. Really, because, Taibo is not just a cardio exercise by itself, but you have to have some knowledge and footwork. It's like martial arts. I mean, I'm an 8th degree black belt Taekwondo. So when I'm teaching this to my students, doesn't matter female, male, whoever it is, I'm teaching them some martial arts skills. Most people say you cannot defend yourself with Taibo. You hear people say that. You can defend yourself however the state of your mind is. Right? That's to be a good fighter. Push the wrong button, you'll see the fighter come out. But I don't have to do that when I teach Taibo. I'm a guy that loves to see people work out, exercise, but if you push the wrong button, then you'll see the fighter come out. That's anybody. I think if you push the wrong button on anybody, you'll see that instinct come out of them. But that's not what it's all about. For me, it's to teach people how to work their body and train their body. Martial arts, I think, is the best way to teach people how to have self-control, focus, have to have everything you need to be the best person you can be in your life, if you're aware of it. But most of the time, we're not aware of it. Because most of us do what in a workout? Most of us do what in a cardio workout? Help me out. Huh? Most of us do what in a cardio workout? Follow. Follow. We're not leaders in the workout. I always tell my clients, when you work out, you got to become a leader in the workout. Now I got a bunch of leaders in the room leading themselves to a workout. That makes me have to be a better teacher. If you just a follower, because listen, God bless me, have a big name. I've been to 102 countries teaching people how to get in shape. So if I go like this, people will do it. If I say something about physical fitness, people will do it. Why? Because I have a big name in the physical fitness world. And so I say most people do what? They follow. But that's not my goal. I don't want you to follow me. My goal is to give you as much information as possible so when you get out there on the floor and you be able to do your thing, you know what you're doing and you can get what you want to get out of your workout. But if you don't know how to do that, then it's hard to get you to do it. So I'm going to start you guys off and see what you guys know. How many of you guys do cardio style martial arts? Raise your hand. Is this your first time doing any type of cardio martial arts? Raise your hand. Y'all better raise y'all hand. I'm about to see. If this is your first time doing cardio style martial arts, raise your hand. Stand up. Let's go.